for you going, the great Geretta. Make some noise!
They don't know, right?
Exactly.
Right? So, put up your hands the first time you do it. All right, it's your birthday. Merry Christmas. Look, wait a minute. So, for everyone who's seen it, let me show you what I'm showing them. The ticket! Trust me, it'll make sense later. Oh, sorry. Don't be lying. Are you first time? Alright. If I missed you, just get it from there. I'm saying, anybody else been there first time? You're very well. Does anybody kind of want to, does anybody just want to go, ooh, ah, they're getting the ticket!
Yeah.
Alright. If I missed you, just come in. Okay.
So generous. This is tremendous.
Don't tell them yet. Don't tell us.
Oh, I wouldn't tell a soul.
Okay, but for the rest of us, so okay, all right. So I'm here to say hello to everybody and also say thank you very much. Apart from you being goofy, to say thank you for showing up. And some of you I have met over the years. This guy, like, we have a film connection. You guys don't even know about it. And there are people here that know me. I'm a monster. I'm very scary, but I'm very sensitive and start crying. There are people here that know I have done CryptoCons, at least 4, over almost a 10-year period.
Yeah.
There are people here that can show photos of me with them when they were just interning and it's still their first time. When I used to fly in and catch a bus to San Jose, because I live like in the jungle in Costa Rica, by choice. And then I would get to Florida and CryptoCon would be so gracious and would book me. And I would, literally they didn't know, but I would sleep on the floor in the airport so they didn't have to pay the hotel. That's how much I wanted to come and see the family. So this means a lot to me because I haven't been back, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. So I'm just happy to participate and I just love you guys. And everybody here, you have shown me so much love today and so much appreciation. So that's the weekly part. So thank you. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah!
You are the absolute winner.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So, this is what I do. So, for everybody who's seen it, and all y'all think you know everything, but maybe not. So, everybody, first time, does anybody want to ask me a quick question or anything? Like, I just want to say first time people, this is not a stab fest. This is not going to be super gory. But one of the reasons that people really like demons, or somebody dragged you here, or you got to go home and cook because you came to the movie or something, it's actually scary. It's actually scary. And at the time that we made the movie, which was a long time ago, because that's way too much talking about age, but people still thought demons come. So, and also there are people that don't have a certain, Italian religious background. So number one, important thing. Demons, we are not zombies. Zombies are working class stooges for the devil. Demons are higher up. We're higher echelon. All right? Demons work directly. So if you watched, all the demons television series, demons work directly for the devil. Number two, when you watch the people in the cemetery, so many people, because there's things about history that used to be normal, that's a real person that they're quoting a real quote from a long time ago. So pay attention to that. It's not like, oh, there's just these two people, we don't know what they're doing. Ha, no, we're in a cinema. No, that is a rule that was written like 1,000,000 years ago about how the bowels of hell open up for 24 hours, a door, on earth. Leave that right there. For everyone else, because I used to get this all the time. Oh, I love the Italian movies. They're just so crazy. Nobody knew a spoiler. Regarding the helicopter, all of you that have written me over the years, but how come the helicopter? Here's the hint, and new people to listen to this. After the pumps, paid attention, there is a clue there about the helicopters. And I know plenty of horror people that have done so many talks about it that don't get it. All right, there's one more thing. There are 3 levels of demons. So if you're still around, or if you come to the table later, you can come and tell me if you caught it. There are 3. Anything else?
Fabulous. Well, I'm looking forward to our Q&A after the movie too.
Okay,
And
so-
then we'll get into the, but thank you so much for
So let me
your
know.
presence.
Yeah, so let me know if you see them. And I'm very open to asking the other questions that you could ask me about it. But I think this makes it helpful, and I hope so. And have a great evening. And I'll be over there.
And now, let's unleash the demons!
I just walked out here and
Ladies and gentlemen, demons!
I just didn't want it to be official. Oh, yeah? I'm sorry, am I just
No.
am I standing up?
No, we trying to check.
All right. See you in a bit.
So first timers, how about demons? Long timers, just seeing it again, like seeing it for the first time, like when the Titanic VHS came out, right? So much more you catch out of it in this sort of scenario. So, thank you so much for coming out again to Nightshade Cinema. We still have so much more to offer. At the end of the night, we have photos for your chance to get your pic taken with our fabulous guest this evening. But first, the 2 most powerful letters in the English alphabet, together and being brought to life. I'm referring to the Q&A. And joining me for this, the star of the film that you just watched, the great Geretta, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I do have to. I might even have to have a bathroom break. I didn't time this. Oh, you're fine. You're at home right now.
There's a knob that goes up and down on that. Yeah, not the actual switch, but there's a thing right next to it that'll slide up. Nope, slide up.
Little slider.
Yep, it's very thin, yeah.
Yeah,
We want this on.
yeah, we want this. Wait, in case of it, we saw this on.
Her ankle's gonna go
No,
down.
that's not but it's
Nicole, they're good. They're good, Nicole.
wide open.
We're good, Nicole.
No, we don't want it on.
All right.
We are proudly convening under the Crooked Compound. So,
Thank you, though. Somebody's got to watch out for these things. Because then later, if it's the wrong banner, you can show it. So
Yeah.
we're approved?
we are good. You know, it's a banner year for us. So,
Good one.
so demons. Now, 40 years later, classic timeless film.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know either.
Have you never interviewed? Okay, so yes, some odd years ago,
Yeah, so,
I made a movie when I was 10. At least it almost sounds like 50. Yeah.
well, you're truly timeless.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going.
Yeah.
I didn't pack with you.
You're living.
I didn't pack with somebody. Oh, look the same, but it sounds the same. No, but we're gonna ask ourselves.
I was going to say, so how is it looking back on this motion picture that has become such a major part of so many lives?
Well, I don't really look back at anything. I have a big old fantastic great life. So I don't look back at anything, but what I do look at is, do people still want to talk to me about something? Do people still like things that I did? But even, I love that you do, but even if they didn't, I'm from the generation of acting that it wasn't about fame, it wasn't about getting an apartment. It was, because I started in New York in theater, and we were taught, we were grilled, and this is why I can still be happy, we were just taught, you just want to live above your work. That's all you're supposed to do. And I always had it in my mind that whatever happens, thank you so much for watching the horror films, I do a lot of sci-fi. So I have to live my life thinking about what's going to happen later when it's not this, but it's the new version of, I mean, I grew up in TVs, right? And there was no thing. And there was no clicker. So I've always known what's going to happen later. And I'm just, I just want to live the body of work. Somewhere, you're going to tell Sue, you're going to tell somebody, or you're going to tell somebody later. We used to do a thing, and there was a person, and I met her. The same way, like, I don't really know the whole Lucy thing, but you know, there was somebody named Lucy, and she did something. And that's all I ever wanted. So that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. That if people like it, I've done something that there's a mark.
The immortalization.
Yeah, you know the big words.
I know like forward. So we're looking forward as well. So, you know, one thing, we talked a little bit backwards, so just to clear the air and to clear, you know, ahead of everything information regarding what are the true Demons movies?
Well, if I may, I heard someone ask from the back, and then he comes and I scolded him so bad back there.
I deserved it, in full fairness.
No. So I don't care what you guys say. I don't care what you rented and what you bought. This is the story. This is it. There are only, and this is legal issues. Because I know most of you that follow my career, you know it's been announced so many times that I'm making a movie with somebody. But we legally cannot use the D word because there is no other, there isn't one. And it's a long story, but it's just like being Italian. The documents are lost. It is not possible to ever make, and I can't even say it, a movie that starts with the letter D and call it 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. You can put whatever you want on the box. And it's true. I talk to Dario all the time, I talk to Roberto all the time, I talk to everybody. You can't do it. There isn't one. That film company, they owned it, and hey, there were go-go times back then. All the paperwork is lost. Trust me. We all of us. Everybody's got the other proper script, but it can't happen. So what did happen, and this is what I was explaining. So here's the thing. The real Demons 3, but not storytelling wise, because you don't know the backstory. The real Demons 3 really is a liaison, what you guys say to the church. But it isn't. It's different. Yeah, I know. Lamberto wrote the script for 2 years of the real Demons 3. It would have things that would pick up from that you would all recognize as that continued story. Lamberto got something like a 50 episode television series. So, and remember, I think you heard me say before, we're a family. So, you know, Michele was his assistant director. So this is what we do. I can't do it. I'm going to give it to you. You know, go, young Papa, go forward. You know, I'm going to give it to you. Michele changed the script. That's why none of you believe it's really Demons 3, because it isn't the one that Lamberto wrote. There's no hard feelings in this. There were hard feelings. People were disappointed, but it's all fine. That's why I can say it out loud. When you hear Demons 4, 5, Demons 6, say you saw a movie and you enjoyed it, but it isn't. There isn't any other, and people put the names on them, not people. Distributors do. That doesn't mean.
Who aren't people? Let's people. There's still human scum.
Those bad boys. And the intern boys don't come out and do some ginger shit. It was men that did it. But that's what.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. But apart from that, joking around. But so that's what it is. So for example, a lot of you have seen me, if you know the original title, it's called Shocking Dark. And Shocking Dark was originally called Shocking Magenta, because magenta is like fuchsia. And then the American title that you all know, and you go giggle, 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 is Shocking Dark, AKA, also known as Terminator 2. Right, okay? I didn't do that. Bruno didn't do that. None of us signed up for that. A distributor buys the rights, and they have the right to put the name on the rental you're going to get. Okay? So it's the same thing when you're getting 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's what it is. There is nothing in that movie. I read the real script. If anything, and people always say, did you say it too in an interview? People always say, oh, Bruno trying to rip off aliens.
I would never.
I just want somebody to show me where is it. Is there an alien? You need to jump up and at it? I know. I did the monster scene. It was the monster from the Green. I'm sure that costume was from Martino, Sergio Martino. It was the Monster Lagoon thing. Watch it again. I am holding its hand in my own hand. I am choking myself with my own hand. It has nothing to do with space up there. When I lived in Italy at the time, we knew for anyone about depopulation and the water in Venice was no good, and it was already sinking. And so he was writing a sci-fi movie about what could happen if all these Italians started to jump off of Venice to get into space. And it was the reason that it's a wet monster is because of the polluted water in Venice. This was in all the news as if you heard tomorrow, the Laguna Beach is poisoned by something that went into it. But the flip side of Bruno Mattei is they always give him new money and they always give it back. So I hope they'll watch Rats, and then at a certain point they'll go, it's kind of goofy. He was a brilliant director. He knew a lot of stuff. When it comes to cutting editing, he is so respected in the filmmaking world in Italy. But the distributors promised you money, and then they took it away. She has an extra. And then they took it away. It has an extra. So I love Michele. I mean, the first movie I was ever in was Texas Gladiators. That was in English. And it's Anno Nuova Venti. Texas Gladiators 2020. That's the real title in it. I'm in a non-suit role. I'm pretty in a fur skirt. And Michele Suave, that goes on to the church and does all these amazing other movies. He was the third assistant director to one of the other directors that is an Umberto and is an Argento. That'll take 5 more years for him to get to that. And by the time he gets there, it's taken me 5 years not to have on the Raquel Welch fur skirt. Then on Rick it's a bit shorter, because I heard that she did that when she was beginning, to be in the same place at the same time. So that was a long explanation, but that's what I'm trying to say. Distributors changed the name. It has nothing to do with the real humans. And if I told you of the many other fantastic scripts we've all written, I have one, Lamberto has 2, Sergio's got 1, we've all written them. But it is not legally possible to ever make something the DNA first and the 3 after it. Hollywood made it, because later they're going, 10 years ago, she told me that couldn't be done. Well, maybe they'll go and make a new company and pay up all those weird tax problems or whatever. But if somebody tells you that, just enjoy the movie. It's somebody else's vision, and that's okay too.
Sort of like how we have the Scottish play, we have the Italian movie,
So it's okay.
You mentioned your other films. There's one of the movies you're in that has a huge following here in Minnesota, largely thanks to Mystery Science Theater 3000.
I know!
Warriors of the Lost
They
World.
rip me a new one all the time! Oh my God! So I was living in Italy, California to go to film school. I don't know. Then I went to Switzerland and directed a movie. And then I went to New York or somewhere in that circle. And then I turned on the thing, and Mystery Science Theater, they're always laughing at me. They go, ha ha ha, Amazon, look at that one in the sandwich. Oh, that's a hit him. Like, oh my God. It was over there. It was over there.
And it also got love from Monster, Joe Bob Briggs, who played on TNT. So,
Sorry, David. Sorry. No, I totally remembered it was an American director. We're all shooting in English. It was a rather large budget. My name was permanently changed legally so that it appears as John Orion. And probably theoretically, more or less, I'm hired as an extra. But thank you very much. David and Robert Genty, the late Robert Genty, that for people that are older, he was in China Beach, which was like a big deal about, you know, the other wars. So he was on his way, or the way that other people say, oh, the guy who looked like Paul McCartney. Oh, that was his other time. So, and then Princess Kambaka, she was the first Klingon female with the ears in a big Star Trek movie, and she had just come off of that. So, you know, these were heady times. It was a big deal. And I really, really enjoyed it. And almost all of us that are kind of, we're the gang. So basically, I'll do it shorter. So nobody wants to be the first one out of the shoot in the movie. So the Italians a little bit, we'll see the French, and then I'll ride that pony till it can't breathe. So Mad Max has just come out. So we did that. So it's our kind of American Italian version, because it wasn't an Italian, an English production of Mad Max. So you've got, you know, people in the outlands, you don't have water, you don't have salt, and you've got somebody else trying to get off the planet. And it was just very fun. It was just very good. Literally 20 years later, so you guys all know your fans, so the guy that they call the Black Nazi, that's Bird's Outhouse. And about 20 years later, I will cast him as the romantic lead in a well-financed Swiss comedy in Germany that I directed. I mean, that's how much across Europe we are a family.
That was sweet.
Yeah, that's Sweet Pigs. Yeah. And he's the romantic lead that would never happen here. He is Swiss, but his skin color is mine. And the two girls' skin color are yours. And it never comes up. That's not the problem. The problem is they don't get along. I mean, it's just so magic. So I'm North American. I don't say American, it's three Americas. I'm North American, but I've had experiences and opportunities that I can just write things that I don't have to say, well, this is why, or this is because. And it was just never a thing. And it did really, I mean, I went to Australia, Japan, Egypt, Mexico for 5 years, and I shot it on film. Everybody goes, you can't shoot on film. You can, and I did it for a low budget. And it's very pretty. But again, I think you asked me in the background, I'm just going to do this question in the answer. He goes, what are the things that you learned in Italy? So all the years that I was in productions, yeah, I know a lot of how you call people up. I hope there's some filmmakers in there, or children who film. There's a lot about goods and services. Call, and this is about maybe for writing books too. Put a name in it. Call somebody. Say, can you do this for me? And I'll put this in it. Because I just did with Instagram like that. That's too obvious. But you know, you can get. I got planes. I got major big cars. You know, Apple was still a big thing. I got all of that. I got freaking hotels. I got trips for people. So just keep that in mind. Don't say I can't do it if you don't have the money. Yeah, you can. Because first of all, you can all shoot on your phone. If you have a good story, nobody really cares. It can be really horrible. It just does. But you know, yeah, you can. You don't. But you can just go a little step further. All the film companies will give you free film. You don't call them on, this girl tell me, you know, some shit together, I'm sorry. But you know, they will give you film. They always did. I got film back in free film before. It's called the ends that are left over. All, you know, everybody tells you it's all digital. But he said that stuff Hollywood is shooting. And those films nobody uses. Just that's what the end rolls. And then later, you don't know. You look at the numbers, you just match the number for your scene that you're shooting. Just don't mix weird numbers. That's all. You can do it. And all of them, and you can shoot on 16. Think of documentaries, right? So you can shoot on 16 or on Super 16. You only print the negative. When the negative is printed, well, how do you think you're looking at it? Through a microphone, whatever it is. Through a glass? They got to give you the copy digital. They're giving it to you digital. Well, there's your digital copy. There. Now, on your own computer, that's what you did. Your grandkids can do it. You'll call it corrected. Now you can call, what's the name of the horror channel here?
Shutter.
Now you can call Shutter there. I got a finished film. It's a legitimate 90 minutes. I got 1 star in it. You can all find 1 star. Your dentist has got somebody in the movie somewhere. And it's done. It's finished. I'm not asking for money. What will you give me? What will you give me to put it on air? So that's yeah. Yeah. So if it's not you, you've got somebody or a nephew, or if you've got somebody that you're going, good Lord, heaven, I don't know how that would go make it. Well, tell them it's not weird to make a film. No one's going to stop them. They've got friends. They're all going to help. You know, I broke every mirror in every great house my mom ever had because somebody bought something. That's what we do. And it's Linkletter or, you know, the guy that made the Tannenbaums, all of our families did something. You know, I worked with Umberto Baba. He's not Umberto without his dad. So just keep it in mind. And especially if you have someone that's having a difficult way trying to figure out what they want to do. It's very nice. I don't have any kids, so I can say this. So it's very nice to be an unemployed loser on your mom's couch if you're a filmmaker. So, you know, there's lots of ways to support people in your family, and there's lots of ways. This is the last, this is my little thing. I'm 100, I'm sounding so grandma. But this is the last generation of what we're looking at. This is it. This is the way we look at the Victorian era, or the cowboy era. This is the last time. Anybody, all of you, make a 15-minute film, give it to the good folk if you can't edit it. This is it. We will not see this again. It's like when we looked at movies and we thought all those movies were jerky. No, because none of us knew how to adjust to freaking time, so those movies were jerky. You know, when you look at old movies. So let's do us all a favor. Let's let the Martians know what the haircut look like and get these stories out here. And I hope it was helpful. And by the way, does anybody want to ask me anything? Because I can talk forever. If not, okay, I'm not available.
First of all, love the movie. First time seeing it. But there's one thing I didn't get, you get to do it before it started, it was the helicopter. Please explain the helicopter.
First time viewer or old time viewer?
First time.
Okay. And is there anyone, you know, there's no shame in your game. Is there anyone that you heard about it or you read online that you don't get the helicopter? Because then I can know if it's short or long. Is there anybody that doesn't know how or why does it? I'll do it different. Because I'm from California. Does anybody, how is it possible or why did the helicopter, and some question, answer back, crash into the cinema?
Homage to this side now?
So now that you know. So now that you know. So did somebody ask a question because I was in the movie? I don't know. I'm going to ask you. So did you always think it's like, oh, it's just a weird aesthetic? Those Italians just do crazy things. They didn't know how to end the movie, so they have a, and there's nothing wrong with it. So we have a helicopter crash through?
Just very random.
All right, so he said it, because I'm a white kid talk, I'm not going to shoot anybody. So he said, oh, it's just very random. You just shake it. Would most of you say that? That you just thought it was very random? Yeah. Okay, yes. Over here, anybody? Did you think it was random, or did you think there was something that led up to it? Do I need to point? Anybody random? So you can see better than me. Did you see some hands?
Oh yeah, some people thought it was.
So you just thought it was random? Okay. So if you're ready to go and you want to do something else, or would you like me to tell you?
Love to know.
Yeah, and I can't hear you if you don't speak. I'm like,
Yes.
I'm going to my hotel room to eat someone's. I can't hear you.
Yes.
So, I'd love to tell you. I'd love to tell you. So, okay. So, all right. So the movie starts and there's a prediction from Amadeus. How do you say it? Nostradamus. Thank you. So, I said to you, and this will be fun. Now you can go back and look at it. I said to you, after the punk sing, Billy Idol's White Wedding, you all remember that, pay close attention. Now, here we go. Do you remember that they went into the cinema? I go into the cinema through the front door. All of us get a ticket, we go into the front door. Go back and look at it. They open the side, they don't even open it. The side door opens. on its own. The punks go in. Don't blink. A demon comes in. And third level of demons are the all black ones. And I think, if I remember correctly, there's a demon, actually it runs out. It's just a shadow. Because remember, I did it. They're all in the cinema. People killing everybody. The door, that's hell. Hell opens side door to get these new kids in, and one gets out. Well, what's the story of the whole movie? That what did he say at the beginning? The door of hell will open in the cemeteries and everything, and we will burn your whatever, your sins and whatever, and we will take over earth. So you're watching the movie. I don't know how many days were in the theater. Maybe 1 day, maybe we're in there 5 days. I don't know. One got out. One infects one. One infects another one. By the time we're at the end of the movie, the entire city is infected. The people that had money, they can afford a helicopter, and you've seen it. I was in infantry, but you've seen it. People are running, they'll kick somebody, get on that thing. Any old war movie you saw, or people trying to get down to their name, he's holding on to the thing, the helicopter. The demon runs out the side door. Leave all your friends in the dark, don't tell them later. He runs out the side door. The city, which is Berlin, we're not in Italy. We just did it to Italy because you guys know there's Italian directors. The movie takes place in Berlin. Think of the history that's going on in Berlin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the movie's in Berlin. It's not in Italy. Yeah, it's in Berlin. Remember they're on the subway. And that's the real, and none of those people are actors except for, the girl from me and all that kind of stuff. But everybody else, that's a real subway. That's what people look like. Everybody thinks the 80s, everybody's pumped up. That's people on their way to work. So, the helicopter's flying up, minds out. What was the zombie movie in America? TV show? Walking Dead. All right, remind me of this, but I'm gonna connect it back. So he said the helicopter taking his rich California clients, up there, and it gets infected. And so there's nobody to do the plane, so it crashes into the cinema.
Wow.
That's it. There's no just because. And I get a little offended because I'm partially Italian, but no, we don't just do shit.
But there's where there's so much going on.
But again, too, we don't really, I lived 2 blocks from the Vatican. This is a long time ago. There's just not a certain religious background that there was in the movie was made. But the first time they go, I never said the name right, Nostradamus said, like mine went, oh yeah, I don't know, yeah. Or, no, hell's open, huh? You don't even know what that means. So, it's okay. So anyway, that's the hell.
Wow.
Does that help?
Yeah.
See, I thought it was like a reference to the birth of man, the classic painting, or the copy of the to be painted. That's why it has the helicopter coming down and crashing between, in a literal way, a metaphorical way, cattle rising up and showing us all trying to fly. So, my interpretation was wrong.
But this is why you're a journalist, because you have big thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah, but again, the story is so much deeper than everyone thinks. So I said 3 levels of demons. I didn't give it away before. Did anybody see the 3 levels, or did you tell me what they were? You can just shout it out. I promise I will look at you. All right, the 3 levels are a human being. I'm the first one. I'm so disappointed. I'm the first level. I'm a human being that gets infected from the mask. That the mysterious man that handed out the tickets, obviously he's from hell, that's why we can't see his face. And then the mask is in the cinema, not by accident, I put it on, I'm infected. Then I infect and then I blow up. And then my best friend gets it, and I spread it. So the first infection is that. When my best friend, the other girl, she blows up, well then that's a demon being born from a human. Yeah, right? You're going, wow, right? And then the 3rd level are the ones that most of you don't think about. It's the dark one that slipped out. You don't see it in the shadow. But if you go back and look, the 3rd demons are all turning black. Their teeth have color, their blood has color, but they're the ones from hell because the gate now has been opened. The cinema is the gate. If they didn't watch the movie, or when he says it's a movie, and that's a beautiful, because they all know that's a beautiful flashback to, or reference to Night of the Living Dead. You know? And I don't think, and it's not written, sometimes I do that, but it's not written, she will be an African-American girl because I live in dead, there's a black, no, it wasn't that. I can jump, I can do stuff, I'm funny, and I was available. So that's not even a thing. Oh, well, the black girl saved her, but that's not even that. So that was the other one I said. Was there any other one I said?
I think that's, I get it.
Yeah, so that's it. So that's the helicopter. It's not for no reason. And I love when people write it all the time. But if you look at it again, that's why it crashed down. But I will tell you this, it is a real helicopter. It's no CGI. They hired it. The cinema, that was so that the interiors were shot in Rome. It's a real cinema, and a hole was put into the ceiling to get the helicopter in, and it's on this. And him on the motorino or the motorcycle, he really had to do that, and that is not easy to do, writing on those things in this bike. That's all really true. And the girl that Cheryl, the girl that is the lead in the movie, you cannot even know the level of how famous she was. She had just come, like Persis come back on the other film I said, she had just come off of and it's probably still up there, one of the hugest financial box office films of all time in Italy, and it was called Grande. You all know the American version as being starring Tom Hanks.
Wow.
Oh,
That's an Italian movie about a little boy and his great time with his uncle or whoever they play him. That was an Italian movie. And she was the young girl love interest to the person that's too old for her in the movie. So that is who Natasha Hobbit. You're like, where did this girl from? You have no idea. Well, she was also in another movie when she was about 15 or 16. And naturally, like when we say no makeup here, or whatever we call it when people don't wear makeup, the phrase for that in Italian is acqua sopra. You're so beautiful, you only need water and soap on your face. I don't know, someone's like a little makeup. But that means something. So there's another famous movie with the same director that did Big, that she was the star in that. So you guys, I mean, she was huge. She still lives in Illinois now. She was huge. And also, so that everybody in the cemetery, they're like super famous. They're all the sons of, they are the Brat Pack. The children of the previous pattern. If the guys with dark hair, I'm not going to try to word it because the names will be easy, they're super famous. The only person not famous is me and Tony. The blonde girl, that's Scarlett's older daughter. Ozzy Argento, that you've heard of, from the Scandals, that's his younger daughter. She was only 8. Timothy Depp hadn't worked that much. I had worked, but I'm not famous because I'm on a TV show. Like everybody else, except for the girl, the dark-haired girl before the fall in love, she was a dollar of the cinematographer. You know, some stuff in cinema still happens. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. I can rattle on forever, but I think some of you have things to do. If there's anybody want to ask anything real quick, or costumes, or anything like that, or any special effects, thank you.
I'm just curious, how long did it take to put on the demon makeup, and then how long did they keep you in it? Like, how long were you filming?
Well, once I was only in the movie 10 days, and it's a 4-week shoot in the interior, but it's 6 weeks altogether because I'm not part of the crew that went to Berlin. So any of the people that, oh, by the way, did anybody appreciate the ticket? Did you get it now?
Yeah.
When they had a ticket, did anybody go, the poster? I'm not used to Minnesota, I'm sorry. I'm from New Orleans. We're cut them up. Thank you. But anyway, 12 hours.
Wow.
12 hours a day. I get it confused sometimes, but I think it was 7 in the face and 5 in the hands. And I only ever shot 15 minutes a day. And then when my 15 minutes was done, car and driver picked me up, and I have a 3.5 hour ride to Naples. I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I do a whole day's work on a comedy series, so it's comedy. It's live, I gotta get it right.
Yeah, one of the first sketch comedy shows.
Yeah, one one of the very first. It was Italy's first attempt at Saturday Night Live, and their version, and it was very good. But, you know, they didn't get it. But and then in the morning, the car picks me up and then drives me back into that theater. All my clothes are still dirty, all my clothes smell, but they got rid of my hair and they have to always send me back or I'd be a lawsuit because the TV show is state television and Demons is a private production. So they've got to get me back or it's all time lawsuits, it is everything. And I did that, I think it was only 10 days.
Wow.
So I don't want to be a, I don't know, I have a good aside. I don't want to burst any bubbles.
We'll take all the sides.
I don't want to burst any bubbles. But you know, if you think about it, and probably don't think about it, but you know, I'm only in the movie 12 minutes. I totally disagree here too, bro.
I think that's roughly the same amount that Hannibal Lecter did in Silence of the Lambs, and that's what people remember and think first.
I'm really only in the minute, 12 minutes, and you guys might could think of a couple more words, but I remember saying, should I scratch myself? I go, tell me, do I say anything else ever?
You say so much about sentence.
Yeah, I know.
And so much goes unspoken.
No, but yeah. So again, no response from y'all. But yeah, I mean that's acting. So that anybody else too. It isn't on the page count. That's what you're doing.
It's making the pages count.
That's what you're doing.
Wonderful.
I hope that helped. I hope you're happy.
Well, this
Thank you.
has been absolutely tremendous, and you're going to be doing the very cool photo ops.
Yeah.
Now, so one more time, ladies and gentlemen, the great Geretta.
Yes! Woo!
So truly the pleasure is all mine. And if I sound scoldy, I'm not scoldy. I have so much information that I try to get out fast. And I have this voice because I grew up in Portland, Oregon, and we yell from tree to tree. But I totally love you all. And I arrived yesterday on the plane. You don't even want to know what I did to arrive. And not home, but I live in the country. I have 5 dogs. I hope they got water. I almost missed my flight. I was on the last seat. But I would not disappoint you because you never disappointed me. I enjoyed it. I love you. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And now let's take some photos to last a lifetime.